Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to present to you Dr. Jignesh Taswala, the president of Maharashtra Ophthalmology Society, the past president of Pune Ophthalmology Society. He is currently practicing at the Retina Eye Center for the last 34 years. He is also a consultant with Sayati Hospital, the Inamdar Hospital, the Columbia Hospital, Panrao Lele Charity Hospital. He is a dentist and MS in ophthalmology from BJ Medical, and then he completed a VR fellowship in the Shankar Netrale. This was followed up by another diabetic retinopathy fellowship under the famed Dr. S.S. Badrinath. He is currently the section editor of the Indian Journal of Ophthalmology, Comprehensive Ophthalmology section. He held the Boston 2010, the Boston 2011. He was the organizing secretary of the Boston Overseas Conferences and Ashton, Spain, Scandinavia, South Africa, Australia, and Croatia. He is an active table tennis player and is very often seen in cycle rallies and walkathons. Ladies and gentlemen, please bring your hands together for our chief guest for the day, Dr. Jignesh Taswala. Welcome, sir.
It is the sixth edition. I am extremely thankful for the kind invite.
Thank you for accepting the invitation, sir. Thank you.
No, it is a pleasure to have you. We would like you to please unveil the book.
Yeah, sure. I am trying to
Thank you, sir.
The play button.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives us great pleasure to present the sixth complete and unabridged edition of the Tips on Retina Practice. The popular practice handbook and your companion. There is a fantastic option of thumbnails which allows you to jump from one page right to the other end of the book. And then, of course, you always have the electronic index, which is available to you using that magnifying lens right at the bottom.
Ready Reckner of the Retina Tips on Retina Practice. So I wish him all the best. That he has taken all the efforts, and also Dr. Jatinder Bali. He is also the library officer of the DOS. He has taken special interest with Dr. Ahuja to finalize all this contents of the book. And I'm sure it is going to be a big success and a big hit.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. It was really a great pleasure, sir.
Rally of the 80s, the heydays.
Okay. Yeah. And
well,
so
I had done my fellowship in Shankar Netralaya way back in 1986, a VR fellowship. So I'm more than happy that Dr. Sanjay Ahuja, every day or I think once a week at least, he shares
twice
a tip.
a week, sir.
Compiled this. Yeah, he has compiled this into a book, so which is very useful for the practical tips in this book are definitely going to be a help in a long way to all the young surgeons, the postgraduates, the fellows, the general ophthalmologists, and also the fellow retinal surgeons. So it's a great job that you're doing, Dr. Ahuja. Please continue to do so. I wish you all the best, and for further editions also, I'm sure you have great content. And also these tips are very, very practical, which I had gone through. I am in one of the DOS groups. I really thoroughly enjoy. And of course, it has helped me in my patients also, these practical tips. So they're so very useful. And it's going to be a great invention that you have done to have compile it into a book and present to all of us, the whole of the ophthalmic fraternity. I wish you all the best of success to Dr. Sanjay Ahuja and Dr. Satya and Dr. Jatinder Bali. Thanks for inviting me. A big thank you once more, and wish you all the best for your future successes also.
Thank you so much, sir. So you are an inspiration. The kind of blistering pace that you have set up we've been wondering, like, it's like Hitler's Blitzkrieg
Full
that's
of
going on,
energy. Full of energy.
full of energy. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hand you over to Dr. Ahuja to raise a vote of thanks. Thank you, Dr. Taswala, for sparing time for us.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Just
Thank you,
one more
sir.
comment before I sign off. At the MOS, during my presidency, we are lucky to have completed 160 events where all
Great,
types
sir.
beyond ophthalmology, academic, cultural, sports.
Great.
We recently had an annual sports tournament, and we are also having zone. We had also had a zone-wise tournament for the sports in 6 disciplines, 3 indoors and 3 outdoors, and it was a fantastic success. First time in the history of MOS. So also cultural, we had all the 5 zones, and we are going to have the annual cultural program on the MOSCON, that is the annual conference of the Maharashtra Ophthalmological Society at Nasik on 14th, 15th, and 16th. We have tried to go beyond ophthalmology, have the financial literacy series. We also had the quiz on a daily. Today also we had the 9th edition of the league matches, and then the 10th, we are going to have the annual quiz at the MOSCON. We had the leadership development program, which was a big success. We had 40 participants at one go, where we used to send only one from Maharashtra. So we have groomed 40 more participants this year. We also have a mentor and mentee program, which is a grand success. 42 people are ready with the mentorship, where the mentors and the mentees online. It's the first time we have tried this, not in a physical form, but online. They have a great 24/7 access to the mentor for any of the practical issues. So that is another thing. Women orientation programs, women empowerment programs. We are having young ophthalmologist group. We are having the by diabetic retinopathy screening we have started. So these are all even public awareness programs on Akashwani. We are having all for all the 5 zones. So 15 participants are given a chance every month on various public awareness topics of eyes. This month we have on eye donation. Also on SAM TV, we are doing every month a program for public awareness where 3 MOS members try and educate the public at large. So this has been happening throughout the term. We, as I just said, in the 21 committees, we had the advocacy committee where we are trying to have the daycare center rule passed out by the Maharashtra government in this coming assembly. We are going to get it passed. Dr. Lahane has been kind enough to take care of all this, the advocacy with the government and Dr. Mahatme. So they are also taking part into this. So I'm glad that you have involved a president who's active and get the
Very
book
great, sir.
release from me. I'm so
So we've been
thankful and so
following you.
grateful to Dr. Ahuja and Dr. Jatinder
So you
Bali.
must be the only
Thank you very
president.
much.
You must be the only ophthalmology president like this. Nobody else in
Yes,
India
sir.
I've heard.
Yeah,
Sir,
so
I have not
we've
heard of anybody doing all these extracurricular activities. All
sir,
ophthalmologists
Yeah.
तो academy की बातें करते हैं, sir. You're really
Yeah,
great.
I think that is a fantastic one, because
Yeah.
that was one thing which had never been attempted. Medico-legal, financial literacy, those are those key areas where, a lot of development can be done. And of course,
Yes.
the leadership development mentor-mentee has also taken off. But more than anything else, it is like, you have expanded the scope of an ophthalmology society. You see, a society is not, it should not have a blinkered vision. It should have a broad vision, so that people are able to engage on multiple planes. Now you have actually, changed the way people would think about it. So you'll have a lot of involvement of people, which is what is required for any community level participation. So I think,
Absolutely.
it's really amazing. But we've been wondering, आप करते कैसे हो?
दिन में 2 प्रोग्राम है, देखो ना आपके सामने ही है. लीडरशिप डेवलपमेंट हुआ, अभी क्विज हो गया और आपका विमोचन, बुक का विमोचन. तो
सर यूरेनियम पावर्ड है ये तो. ये
हाथ
यूरेनियम
में
पावर्ड है
कमान दे
सर.
दी, चला के दिखाना है भाई जतिंदर साहब.
दिखा दिया सर, हम मान गए सर. ये दोनों हाथ खड़े कर दिए.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
But amazing sir, amazing, frankly.
Another 3 weeks are left. So we are planning another 15 programs in the next 3 weeks. So we'll be touching 175. Maybe actually I wanted 200, but because of the AIOS, we had restrictions of not having programs 1 month prior. So May we could not have much. So in
So
between
175
I was
not
down
out.
with
सर वो कपिल देव का स्कोर
175 not out.
175 नॉट आउट था.
हाँ दे रहा है, हैंड ओवर दे रहा है, कमान दे देना है उसको नए वाले को 14 तारीख को.
Okay.
What amazing, sir.
So
it has
it
been
was-
a very fun year.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to be with you people and do a very nice job. All the hard work done by Dr. Ahuja and you have compiled it. It's so nice.
Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you,
it's
sir.
been fun, you know. It's actually been fun कि मतलब जैसे थे. I love Dr. Ahuja को मैंने एक दो बार बोला कि सर ये ऐसे करते हैं. कहते यार इसमें there was you know some money component involved. He says मैं बताऊंगा कब करना है. तो जब ये कहते हैं कि मैं बताऊंगा कब करना है means ये नहीं करना है. But he's actually written books. I was you know I was more of a my book was you know it was lapped up by the publisher. So he was the one who had more experience. He knew कि तुम print करके stock नहीं रखोगे, तुम ये नहीं करोगे. तो he's been a guide, sir. तो और शुरुआत में ये हुआ कि मतलब मैंने एक बार I was really keen and I said हम इसका ना ये करके print version. He says वो distribute करने का दिक्कत आएगा. अभी मैं बताऊंगा कब करना है. इन्होंने वो जो
हो जाएगा.
उसके बाद 4-6 महीने बिल्कुल बताया ही नहीं. जितनी मर्जी बार पूछो बताऊंगा. बट सर वो उसमें मैं एक चीज सीखा कि ही इज राइट. इट वाज यू नो ये मतलब व्हेन यू हैव टू गेट पीपल टू बाय इट इट्स अ लिटिल डिफरेंट बॉल गेम. So it was different and he was very clear कि इसको हमने देना है.
There's no financial problem. We don't want any financial gains. So why to sell? Let everybody read.
नहीं सर देखो प्रिंटिंग में तो ये है ना.
That's your nobility, Dr. Ahuja sahab. That's nobility that people and only such people attain great heights. That is my experience. I've seen Dr. Badrinath doing it, and here also that is what we have learned from him and from the leadership development program from Dr. Natarajan. Do good things for your people, your members, your patients, and automatically it boomerangs back to you in any way. Of course, we should never expect it, but that is what I've seen. The amount of respect you earn from the students, the postgraduates and all is absolutely fabulous and fantastic. And these are the blessings that you get from the seniors. And उनके जो दुआएं लगती है बहुत अच्छा रहता है. It's a treat.
We need your blessings. Thank you, sir.
We are always there, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It will be a grand
Thank you so
success.
much, sir.
Take it from me.
Thank you.
इतना मेहनत किया आप लोगों ने. It will be a big grand success. My best wishes once again, and thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for sparing time for us, sir. Okay, sir, आप मेरे को ये नहीं पता था. मतलब आज डॉक्टर आहूजा बोल रहे थे कहते तेरे से ज्यादा करते. मैंने कहा मेरे को पता मेरे से कहीं ज्यादा करते. ये यूरेनियम पावर्ड है.
ये तो बहुत आगे.
मैं तो डीजल पावर्ड हूँ सर.
बिल्कुल. अगला एडिशन कब निकाल रहे हो फिर? अभी से तैयारी?
सर अभी 50 के बाद में तब भी मैं इनको बोला था. मैंने सर को बुलाएंगे एक बार. उन्होंने यू वर द फर्स्ट वन टू कांग्रेचुलेट मी कि ये बड़े अच्छे टिप्स लग रहे हैं मुझे. You are liking those tips. You were the among the.
मैं एक काम करता हूँ.